Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I hope you're all having a lovely end to 2017. I am back in my childhood bedroom at my parents' house for the Christmas holiday, and since I have a bit of time on my hands, I figured I could film a few videos and get them out to you before the end of the year. For this video, I wanted to review a book that I read during Nonfiction November and really enjoyed, and that's First Women, The Grace and Power of America's Modern First Ladies by Kate Anderson Brower. I picked this one up on a whim. I actually borrowed it from my grandma and I decided to read it over Nonfiction November and I really enjoyed it. It surprised me, and so I felt like I should probably film a review of it because after doing some, albeit quick, searching on YouTube, I didn't see any booktube reviews of this. Just a few videos about promoting the book and maybe an interview with the author, something like that, but nobody has mentioned this book at all, and I thought it was a really interesting read, so I wanted to share my thoughts with you. This book focuses on the 10 most recent ladies to finish their term. So from Jackie Kennedy to Michelle Obama. It puts together interviews with the first ladies that the author conducted, as well as interviews with staff at the White House that was also done by the author, and letters between the first ladies, as well as things that were available at the presidential libraries across the United States, and weaves this really engrossing look at their lives and what they went through in the White House, and gives us that perspective of not only what we might have seen through the media, but also what was going on behind closed doors and their relationships with their husbands, who were the presidents, and their kids, if they had kids in the White House, maybe personal projects that they took on, and just generally what they were like as people. I found the writing to be overall very engrossing. It was a little confusing at times to keep track of everybody that was being mentioned, and before I sort of got down the order of the first ladies, as in who came after who, it was confusing to sort of remember which decade we might have been in. The topics that the author covered in here, the majority of them were really interesting, whether it was about their personal lives before they became first ladies, what they went through while their husbands were in office, things that they went through personally while they were first ladies, and the trials and tribulations that they went through, whether it was Michelle Obama not really wanting to have the Secret Service agents follow her around everywhere, or Betty Ford and her struggle with her addictions. For those of you who might be watching this video and are a bit older than me and have been alive for more of these first ladies' tenures, you may have a certain image of them in your mind from what the media showed you, and this provides you that other side, which is really nice. The one thing that I probably found the most fascinating was actually the relationships that the first ladies had with each other. Despite party lines, a lot of first ladies are really good friends with other first ladies that you wouldn't necessarily expect. Democrat with Republican, not necessarily Republican, Democrat. They do attend events such as inaugurations and the opening of presidential libraries, but they do also spend their own personal time together because they are part of this very special sorority where not very many ladies in the United States have had the position and the pressure of the first lady. It does get a little gossipy at times, but that's sort of a side effect of doing face-to-face interviews with White House staffers or former first ladies. It's kind of hard to not have it come off like that, but that also opens up your eyes to some of the nitty-grittier stuff that they might have gone through, might have said, might have experienced. I decided to give it 4 out of 5 stars. It wasn't a perfect read by any means, but it was really interesting, and I appreciated this look into the first ladies' lives pre-White House, in the White House, and post-White House. I know this won't appeal to everyone. Not every reader is interested in learning about the presidents, first ladies, the US political spheres, things like that. But if you're someone who has even a passing interest in the presidency and the first ladies especially, I would highly recommend picking up this book. So that's my review of First Women. Please let me know what you thought of the book down below if you have also read it, and feel free to share your favorite first lady. Now that I've read the book and I've learned a bunch of things about the first ladies, I think Rosalind Carter is my favorite. As always, all of our links are in the doobly-doo. Please check those out if you feel so inclined. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you later.